Well, g'day everyone, and welcome back to the Valley of the Old Farm. How's everyone been doing? I hope everyone is well. You just would have seen that we've been down and picked all the stones out of a field that I'd completely forgotten we'd had. So, run into the fence here. Just over the back there is a field that's been ploughed, and it's been fertilised and everything. Was like that when we arrived, so we just needed to pick the stones in it. So it's ready for planting. But I think what we're going to do with that field is wait till the next planting season and get some corn in there, and that way we can get the local contracting company to come in and chop it with their forage harvesters and stack it for silage. So at this stage that'll be the plan. We'll use that for silage to get some cows. In this end bay here at the moment is where we've been storing all our stones that we've been picking up off the fields. We're just waiting till we get enough, and then someone will come and pick it up and take it all off to the debris crusher. So for now we're just storing the stones, and this afternoon's plan for the farm is to get our grass fields cut and baled. We are using a conditioning mower on the front of our swather, so that'll turn it into hay. So it'll condition the grass as it cuts it, therefore producing hay for us. So I've got it set up in a field ready to go now. On our way past, we'll check in at the garden up here. I have noticed a slight problem with this. I don't know if it's just me or if there's a mod that's doing anything or what it is, but we're not producing anything's coming out in our spawn point here. We did have melons on at one stage. I'll find the trigger. We had melons on and it said outer space, so I don't know what outer space means. It's definitely using the water and the straw, but for some reason it wasn't spawning anything, wasn't even spawning red lettuce. So yeah, I have no idea what's going on. At the moment we've only got 27 litres of strawberries, so I figured I'd just change it back to base game and see what happened there. Just change it back to the base crops, the tomatoes, strawberries or whatever, and just see what happened there and see if we can get something to spawn. Otherwise I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that, whether it's something to do with the melon crop or the red lettuce crop. I'm not sure. Over here I've decided I'm going to extend this field here and make use of this grass area. And before I did that I thought, oh, maybe if I can mow that grass we'll get a little bit more off it, but obviously it's not grass, it must just be a paint texture, so that didn't produce anything, so we'll just plough that in straight away. And then over here I just wanted to test it to make sure, and we are going to get a grass swath. So obviously that's just some sort of paint texture or something, but that's alright. We'll just plough that in later on. So we'll get it here in our little case swather. We'll turn everything on, and like I say, it has got the conditioning mower on it, so if we just cut it as grass with our baler, it'll automatically wrap it for silage, which we don't want to do because we want to get some sheep. So hay's the next best thing. So we'll get the grass cut and start getting it baled. So this is the first time I've used this machine properly on a map. I have had a play around with it, before, but not actually used it. So it's always good to try different things. Alrighty, so what we'll do is we'll shoot round, we'll get our 2 fields all mowed up and get them ready to bale. So I hope everyone's been having a good week and everything's been going alright. I know it's probably been a couple of weeks now since the last videos come out. That's just due to a few issues that I've been dealing with in real life. Nothing major, just if something's cropped up that I've had to deal with, and just haven't had the time to sit down and record any videos. I'm not sure what's going on here. Obviously the ground's a little bit all over the show, but now we're getting a decent swath out of it, so must just be a little bit bumpy or not quite flat. Or is that header dragging too far on the ground? Seems to be. As we can on the first pass, and then just go around and pick anything up on the second one. It didn't quite leave the rows as nice as I thought it was going to in some areas. Some areas are nice and some areas are pretty catty. But that's alright. I'm sure we'll manage to pick it all up and won't be wasting a lot of feed. Alrighty everyone, at this point in the recording I come to edit it and found out there was a problem with the audio, so for here we will just throw in a quick time lapse. We'll get this field mowed and baled up, and we'll catch you when we get ready to pick it up. So sit back and enjoy the time lapse. Alrighty, so here we are back. We got that field all baled up, ready to go. The rows were quite close together, made turning around quite hard, so what we did is, what I had to do was just skip every second row on the way down the hill and then get it on the way back up. So wasn't too bad. It just took a little bit longer than I was expecting it to. But that's alright. Nothing ever happens quick on a farm. We're slowly running out of daylight. It's now coming up 20 to 4 in the afternoon in game time. So probably going to run out of time to get everything completed, but it's not too bad. Uncle decided he wasn't feeling too bad and jumped in the smaller Massey Ferguson, hooked the plough on and started ploughing up the wheat field. So that's one less job for us. He's not sure what he wants to do here yet. I've pretty much got an idea of how we want to extend that field, so I think he's going to leave that to us and we'll sort that out. He just wanted to get out of the house. I think he just needed some space out of the house and decided he was going to plough that field for us, which was pretty nice of him. Like he said, he'll help out when he can and where he can, but won't be all the time, which is fine by me. Having him plough that field gives us one less job to do. So we'll just have a look here at our info HUD, one sec, and we'll see how we went for bale count in that field. So produced 30 bales, so 85 all up, and that's including all the straw. So 30 bales out of that one field's not too bad. So just over a trailer load here. We're going to have to be quite strategic on how we pick some of these bales up because they have rolled into awkward places. But that's alright. Joys of having fields that are on hills, I suppose. Round bales are always going to roll. Alright, so we'll get these bales picked up and we'll shoot them over to the bale storage. Store these up in our loft with our straw bales. We'll keep them separated though. There'll be straw bales on one side and hay bales on the other. And then our silage will be done loose in the pit. So it's all about just preparing for animals really, as well as trying to get the everyday farm field work done. There's always plenty going on, and like I say, we are probably going to get busier shortly too, as we've put an ad out to help some of the local farmers. So we'll see what sort of reply that gets in the next couple of days. And we've also got our logging block too, so that'll probably keep us busy during winter time when there's not a lot of field work that we can do. I'm sure there'll be plenty of trees to mill and get ready for whoever wants them, or whether we cut them for firewood to keep warm. Who knows? Who knows what the plan is for the future. Alrighty, so we'll get the last of these ones picked up and take our full trailer over. Our worker has got the majority of that field done. A little bit over in the corner they're struggling with, and that little bit there, but we'll tidy that up off screen. It's always a bit of a balance doing these videos, trying to get as much done as you can on the farm, but not also do too much of the same thing in one video. So I'll try and mix them up with a bit of variety. So when we get lots of work, I'll do a majority of it off screen. And that's that trailer full. Oh, wasn't supposed to get out, I was supposed to fold the trailer up. Alrighty, so we'll shoot back over to our bale storage and get them stored away nicely. And then we'll pick the last of those up in that field. And then what we might do shortly is jump in the other tractor and just sort of mark out where we're going to extend that field to. So I'll come down over here. So straw bales went on this first one, so this one here will go in here. If we get it roughly in the right place, might accept them pretty close off the trailer as soon as we hit the unload button. If I've parked it all right, which I did, so here we go, you can sort of see them up the top there just like that. Oh, now we're stuck on something. Alright, so we're going to pick the last of these bales up, and that is field number 1 completed, and I will complete field number 2 off screen, and in the next video let you know how many bales we ended up with. And chances are we may have sheep, or I might buy them in the next video. We'll see how it all goes. Alrighty, so here we are. Last of the bales going on now. Alright, just wait for that to reset and pick the next one up. No more down there. These two here, so that works out right. 24 and 6 is 30. I had to double check that because my maths isn't that great some days. Alrighty, so what we'll do is we'll just park this over here for now. And we'll go and see if we can get on this other tractor and get this top part of this field marked out where we want to go. We'll leave the trees in for now along the fence line. I'm not worried about getting rid of any of those or anything like that. It's mainly just making use of that little bit of grass at the top and giving us a little bit more land. Can't go wrong with more land. Alrighty, so if we get over here, as you can see, he's done a fair bit of the field, probably getting close to about 3/4 of the way through. Alright, so we'll shoot up and roughly mark out where we're going to go. Try and get it lined up as best as we can. Alrighty, so we've got the plough down roughly in place. Hit allow create fields and start moving forward. We'll just turn it around there like that and come around. We won't plough that little roadway up. We'll just leave that as another access point to the field. So what we'll do is come down to roughly about there, I think. And if we can just sort of roughly keep that in line, somewhere along here like this. And that is our field extension. If we just spin around and have a look, it's a fair bit more field there for us to plant and do something with. So on that note, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Not really a lot going on, but there's still progress. Every day on the farm, chores are getting done and everything is going smoothly. On that note, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. I know I harp on every video, but I think about 70% of the people that watch the videos aren't subscribed, so if you haven't, please do. It'll help out immensely. If you're enjoying the videos, leave a comment, leave a like, and if you want to, feel free to share it with your friends. And we will catch you in the next episode. So cheers for watching. Bye for now.